Hey, yo, welcome back to Live in the Huddle podcast. Another episode 7 of Live in the Huddle podcast. And hey, I got something to say. I know I know tonight, you feel me, got the playoff games going on right now, but that's cool because I got something to say. Now, before we jump into it, y'all see the shirt, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Got that boy Shador, you feel me? I gotta get a new one. This one right here is number 12. I gotta get the number 2, you feel me? But episode 7, Live in the Huddle podcast. And like I said, I got something to say. Now, before we jump into it, right? Before we jump into it, May 26th, we do have a live guest. You feel me? So we got not a live guest. I'm tripping. Late night. May 26th, we got a special guest spinning the block. All right. So we got a special guest spinning the block. He's been on the show before, and you know what I'm saying, he's coming back, want to talk some more. He has something to say, so we're gonna hear him out. You feel me? Now, before I get into it, go ahead and lock in with Ray's podcast. Go over there on his YouTube page, like, comment, share, subscribe. You feel me? Bless you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You feel me? And then once you leave from over there, go to YouTube. No, go to Instagram. Tap in with him on Instagram. It's baseball season. It's NBA playoff season. So you know the bets are going. Tap in with my boy. And you know what I'm saying? I want to say that's all the announcements that we have. We got one more announcement. Now, we are still working on our next game / trip where we are going to be streaming from the game, interviews with fans at the game, going crazy at the game. We're still working on that, trying to get dates, locations, different games, get all that stuff situated. You feel me? We're doing real big things for y'all, and we're working on it. It ain't went nowhere. I believe that's all the announcements. So let's just go ahead and just dive straight into it Now, NBA playoffs have been nothing short of amazing. Of course, OKC handled business how we knew OKC was going to handle business. We are actually going to talk about SGA and OKC a little bit later on. But let's just go with the Spurs for right now. Spurs Trailblazers, obviously the Spurs won. Wasn't surprising. The only thing that I could honestly say is when looking at that game, we were just more worried about how long it was going to take the Spurs to win. Honestly, we knew the Spurs were going to win the series, even with Wemby getting hurt, even with the concussion from Wemby. The Trailblazers, they did not have enough. Now, right? Honestly, for me, I can say I like what Portland has shown me from this series. Obviously, they lost. I mean, Spurs are the better team. For me, I still got the Spurs representing the West in the NBA Finals. But looking at how that Portland team fought, looking at how the Trailblazers came together and they capitalized on moments and situations when they did, it showed me a lot about that team and that organization. I personally can't wait to see what the future holds for Portland, right? Excuse me. If this is if this is like a little sample of what the future is going to hold for Portland, I like it, me personally. Now, I just said the Spurs were my Western team. For my Eastern team, the Pistons. Now, right now, the Pistons are currently leading the series over Orlando as of right now. It's been times that Orlando has had me like on the edge of my seat, like, oh, did I make the right decision? I know what I said about Orlando in episode 6. I know what I said about P5 in episode 6. You feel me? But it's like, they really came to play. Much respect to them boys. But the Pistons have been winning some very tough games. It's been very gritty. It's been very much NBA playoff basketball. And I can't knock it. But right now, the Pistons are still leading in the series. I think the Pistons have it under control. I still think the Pistons are going to win this series and will be in the NBA Finals playing against the San Antonio Spurs. It's just me personally. Now, looking at the Cavs are leading against the Raptors. Now, the thing about this, I didn't think that the Raptors would be giving the Cavs a run for their money, right? Toronto has been playing their ass off. I don't think nobody really expected Toronto to come out the gate swinging like this. Like I said, it's the NBA playoffs. Anything can happen. And the Raptors are saying, you know what? We don't want to wait for the future. The future is now. Let's go ahead and knock the Cavs off. A team in the East that a lot of people do believe can be either in the Eastern Conference Finals or in the NBA Finals, right? Great team, great roster. They doing their thing. But for the East, I still got the Pistons. Raptors are playing good ball. Me personally, I don't think it's going to be enough. I still got the Cavs winning that series. Now, let's get a little controversial. If Philly does the unthinkable, what does this mean for Boston? Will Boston officially blow up that roster and start from scratch? I want to play devil's advocate a little bit here. It's late night. Might as well be a little controversial. Y'all got to excuse my producers over there. They're supposed to be asleep, but they're not. Y'all up? Yeah. Y'all waiting for daddy? Yeah. All right. So, playing devil's advocate. I don't think Boston blows that team up because, for one, you're already paying Tatum and Brown so much money. You're already paying Brown and Tatum so much money. To me, it doesn't make sense to blow the team up after paying them that much money. But if you were to blow the team up, who would be the one player that you keep? If it's me, this is going to sound batshit crazy, even though Jaylen Brown is the better player. I think they keep Tatum because how many 6'10" wings that can play the 3? He can play the 4. He can defend, I'm going to say 1 through 4. Probably can defend 1 through 5. Can get his buckets at all levels of the game. He can get it in the post. He can get it on the perimeter. He can get it with the midi. He can get to the free throw line. He plays defense. He's young. Yes, he's coming off an injury. It is what it is. In today's NBA, everybody gets injured. You feel me? So I think they keep that because I feel like it's easier to go and find a guard that can do what Jaylen Brown does, right? Even though he does play the 3, but still, I think it's easier to go find that than to go find a 6'10", 215-pound wing that can do it all. If I'm the Celtics, I keep Tatum over Brown, even though Brown is the better player, me personally. But through it all, I don't think the Celtics blow that team up or at least blow those 2 guys up. To me, that's stupid. That's dumb. But we've seen crazier things in the NBA right now. Kind of going back to Philly. Philly is playing their ass off. Embiid is playing his ass off. And to me, that's really not shocking because I remember a couple years ago when we were having a debate. The debate was who's better, Embiid or Jokic? Excuse me. Debate was who's better, Embiid or Jokic? I always said Embiid simply because what he can do for you offensively in the sense of scoring, right? Now, we've seen what Jokic has been able to do in the sense of dropping triple doubles. His triple doubles been very meaningful for his team. Not only has his triple doubles been very meaningful for his team, right? but he puts the points up. He gets his teammates going. He rebounds. He plays defense. No, he's not the greatest defensive player, but he does what he needs to do for his team to be successful, right? Embiid, on the other hand, puts up a shit ton of points, right? Very big on the offensive end. Very big on the offensive end. Does what his team needs him to do to win the game. Not necessarily get his guys involved, but to win the game, he's going to do that, right? I always say Embiid was a better player. Recently, we've been seeing otherwise with Jokic. And this right here, Embiid out there with the bionic knee, playing his ass off. Embiid might be the better player. Embiid might still be the better player. We can debate that. We can make that a hot take for next week, right? Moving on, we just talked about the man. Timberwolves versus Nuggets. Georgia's very own Ant-Man is out for the playoffs. DiVincenzo out for the playoffs, right? Both of the guys got hurt. Tragic for the Timberwolves, but that doesn't mean that it's over for the Timberwolves, because the Timberwolves still went out there and won a game, right? Now, we're going to piggyback to Jokic, right? Do the Wolves have enough to put the Nuggets out? Realistically, it'll really come down to how Rudy plays Jokic. If Rudy can make it very tough for Jokic, like very tough, you can still get your triple-double, but as long as you don't go crazy with the points and assists, I think the Timberwolves can win the series, but realistically, no, the Nuggets are going to win this series. Their best player is Jokic. Jokic is healthy. Jokic is balling. It is what it is at this point. Now we got the Rockets and the Lakers. The Lakers could have made a mistake by not finishing off the Rockets. I'm not going to put a lot of that on Austin Reeves because this is his first game back from an injury. But Luke Kennard playing all those minutes and only having one singular point, that's like saying, Big Eye, can you go and get a basket in the NBA? Put me in the corner, I'm knocking it down. On my mama. Put me in the corner, I'm knocking it down. On Granny. You feel what I'm saying? 1 point from Luke Kennard, and you're supposed to be the guy that knock down shots. You're supposed to be the guy that's just roaming the perimeter and not get you the ball, you knock him down. You're not doing your job. I understand LeBron is LeBron, right? I would never use the age thing against LeBron, but he can't do it all by himself. We've been seeing LeBron go out there with a killer mindset, trying to end the series, trying to end the Rockets. He understands that, hey, Kevin Durant right now is not on the court. If this thing stretches out to Game 7, I'm willing to bet my house that KD will play Game 7 to try to send Houston on to the next round, right? LeBron's trying to finish this thing out now. Let's go ahead and finish it out. Let's get an extra day or two of rest. But the Houston Rockets have come to play, right? Smith, Thompson, Sengun have been balling. And it's like they're not scared of LeBron, right? You respect LeBron, but you're not scared of him. And they just continue to go at LeBron, right? Now, let's kind of get into something I've been thinking about for a while. Do I even want to talk about it? Should I talk about it? How are people going to react to it? Is SGA favored or is he just skilled? What do I mean by that? We all watch basketball. Hopefully we all watch basketball here. Hopefully we all seen clips of SGA. People say that he is a foul merchant or free throw merchant. When you are a skilled offensive player, getting to the free throw line is just part of the game. You feel what I'm saying? So, something that's crazy is he doesn't lead the league in free throws, right? He doesn't lead the league in free throw attempts. He doesn't lead the league in free throw makes, right? What is crazy, he's third in the regular season for attempts and second in the postseason for makes behind Austin Reeves. Now, if Austin Reeves wasn't here playing that one game that he just played in, he would be leading the postseason for makes. Now, I've seen clips where it slowed down. SGA is very smart, right? He understands this, and it took for a referee to break this down for me. In basketball, you have 3 referees. The referees try to form a triangle, whether it's an equilateral, isosceles, whatever. They try to form a triangle so you can have vision of everything at once. If I'm the ball handler, I know it's a referee on my backside. I'm gonna keep my back to that referee. I'm gonna put you in the awkward position, you being a defender. So now when you reach, I might hook your arm and run in the lane, and it looks like you're fouling me. And I just got to sell it a little bit. I just got to sell it a little bit. Defensive foul. I go to the free throw line. I think it started off with SGA being favored, but I think as it went on from last year, especially to this year, he understood something. He developed the skill of, let me put this defender in a very awkward situation to where I know you're going to reach. I'm going to hook your arm, or I might grab your wrist, and I'm going to go in, I'm going to throw this ball up, and I'm going to get the call. I don't think he's favored as much. I do think he's still favored, but grab this. I don't think he's favored as much, but I do think he developed the skill. It's no different than watching James Harden when James started perfecting the Euro, when James Harden started perfecting the step back, the double step back. Oh, he's traveling, he's carrying. Nope. I think what he did, he took the offseason, he read the rule book, he understood the rule book, he asked questions, and well, if these are the rules and that this is legal, I'm going to use this to my advantage. Plain and simple. Now, we can debate that next week if y'all want to, because I know a lot of people on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they're going to have a lot to say about that. Oh, no, he just always gets the whistle. I think he's skilled. I don't think he's favored with the whistle. Now, will LeBron be in the purple and gold next year? Me personally, this just Big Ot talking to y'all. I don't think so. I don't think LeBron is a Laker next year. I just don't see it. The reason I don't see it, we've seen all the narratives that have been put out about LeBron James and the Lakers organization. We've been seeing the writing on the wall since the Anthony Davis trade, and I can say I am one of those people who, when the trade happened, I thought LeBron orchestrated that trade. Come to find out, he was just like us. He had no idea about it. They traded away AD for Luka. A lot of people say that's a good trade. I said, no, it's not. Yes, Luka offensively is better than Anthony Davis offensively, but Luka defensively is a humongous liability. Yes, you gain this on offense, but you lose this on defense with Anthony Davis. And as we've seen, the Lakers, I mean, DeAndre Ayton is doing this thing, but they still haven't had a big man to really hold it down like AD. I don't know if they would ever be able to find a big man to hold it down like AD. You feel what I'm saying? If you look at the verbal attacks that were coming from people around the organization and in the organization, we've seen Jeannie Buss come out and say a lot of stuff about LeBron, whether she was trying to make him look bad, whether she was trying to make it seem like he has this big ego. But when you're a champion, when you're one of the greatest of all time, and to me, the greatest of all time, you have an ego. You have this persona about you. Michael Jordan had it. Magic had it. Will, Kobe, Steph Curry, you, Shaq, you have this ego about you because you won. You're one of the greatest to ever pick up a basketball. I know I can do this. I know what I bring to the table. Give me what I want, rightfully so. You give me what I want, I win. Now, with that being said, where do I think LeBron goes next year if he's not a Laker? Realistically, I've been sitting back thinking on this for like the past 2 or 3 days. You have damn near every team in the NBA that will take LeBron, except for one team. The only team that will not take LeBron James if he decides he wants to trade because he has the no trade clause is the OKC Thunder. The only reason the OKC Thunder will not touch LeBron James is because for the next 10 years, the Thunder are set with the roster they have, the players they have the coach that they want, they have the whole setup, and they have first and second round picks to bargain with, to fill in places. We just seen how SGA just got hurt this year. Damn, we need somebody to plug and play while SGA is down. Hey, Philly, first round pick, Jarrett McCain, send him. No brainer. They sent it. Now, if I'm Philly, I keep Jarrett because I know what Jarrett does. But for a first round pick, you got a lot of guys coming out in the draft. They made the trade. Me personally, I keep Jarrett because he's already battle tested. He's proven that he belongs in the NBA and that he can hoop. OKC, they're not looking for the right now. I think next year when LeBron leaves the Lakers, the teams that want him, they're looking for a championship right now. The Thunder know they can get a championship now, the year after that, the year after that. For the next 10 years, they are set. They're looking towards the future and not the right now, which is why I say the OKC Thunder are the only team that will not touch LeBron James, right? And we're going to keep it moving right along. Now, I did pick the Pistons, right? I picked the Pistons to come up out the East. That's the team that I picked. Now, with that being said, I still have the Pistons to come out the East. But if we're talking about Kings of the East, right now as we speak, up the highway at State Farm Arena, the Knicks are beating the Hawks like they stole something out the bodega. They beating the Hawks like they stole a chopped cheese and they ain't pay for it, yo. Embarrassing, but the Knicks are going to move on to the next series, right? I always said it depends on which cat show up. If it's Big Boy Cat, the Knicks are in good shape. But if it's Kitty Cat, the Knicks are not in good shape. Right now, it's been Big Boy Cat, right? I still got Pistons winning the East. Orlando is, give me that controller. Orlando is making a lot of noise, right? They doing their thing. Thank you. Sit down, lay down. Orlando is doing their thing. I still don't think Orlando has enough mentally. I still don't think they have enough pieces just yet, like the Pistons. Only thing that really scares me about the Pistons in the East is when they match up with Cleveland, because Cleveland has two bigs that are very versatile. The Pistons just have one with Jalen. We'll see how that go, but I think the Pistons still come out the East. Be on the lookout for the Knicks, be on the lookout for the Cavs, and be on the lookout. I ain't gonna say the Magic, nah. Just Pistons, Cavs, Knicks, right? Now, moving right along, because I still got games to look at. If y'all don't know what this is, we've been doing this. This is the third week. We've been doing this, the DAIC Award, which is the dumbest ass in captivity, right? This week, the dumbest ass in captivity award goes to none other than Nikola Jokic. Now, Jokic has earned this award simply because, not this previous game, but the game before that, he is mad because somebody decided while the game is still going on in the fourth quarter, at the end of the game, I got a wide open layup. I'm going to lay the ball up, right? In his words, he scored when everybody stopped playing. It's the fucking playoffs. It's the NBA playoffs. What do you mean your team stopped playing? It's the playoffs. Win or go home. That man, his mindset was win or go home. He wanted to win. He wants to send you home. Now, in the regular season, yeah, you the boogeyman. But in the playoffs, you got to show me why you the boogeyman. Yeah, you have my respect, but I'm not bowing down to you. But like, fuck out of here. You crazy. Why does somebody have to tell you, hey, keep playing? It's the fourth quarter, end of the game, in the playoffs. That should be enough of a reminder for you to keep fucking playing, bro. The clock didn't hit 00. I never understood that with basketball players. In football, we play until the whistle is blown. We play until it's 00 on the clock. But for some reason, for basketball players, and they like to say it's a class thing. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm on the court. I'm hooping. To you, this might be garbage minutes, but to me, this is going to be the difference between me going back to the G League or me getting a spot on this roster trying to prove myself. I'm here trying to prove myself. If you don't want to take it serious, that's you. I'm going to take it serious because this is the opportunity that I have, and there's still time left on the clock to hoop. So the dumbest ass in captivity award goes to Jokic, especially because the game after that, he wants to taunt one of the other players. So, like, which one is it? Are we going to have class and be professionals at the end of the game? Or are we going to be assholes and taunt the other player? Which one? Right? But moving right along before we get up out of here, my advice to the next generation. And we're going to keep it very simple. Make a list. That's my advice to the next generation. Make a list. Make a list of everybody who doubted you, right? Make a list of people that you need to prove wrong, right? And keep that list. And as you achieve greatness, as you achieve these great things and do great things in life, mark through their name one by one. Oh, you said I wouldn't be nothing. Oh, I made it. You said I wouldn't go to college. Oh, I'm D1. You said I would never play on this stage. Oh, I did it. Mark their name. Make a list. Keep up with that list, right? Don't just keep it mentally. Keep it in your phone. Actually sit down and write it out. 51-point win. Knicks set franchise record for points in the playoff game. Knicks beat them boys like they stole from the bodega. But yeah, that's my advice for the next generation. Make a list of all your haters, all your naysayers, all your doubters. And every time you do something great, mark their name off. Every time they said you wouldn't do something, mark their name off when you do it. Hey, May 26th, special guest spinning the block for another interview. We are still planning another trip, another game to go to stream from. I will be back next week. I know today is Thursday. I'm usually on here on Tuesdays, but I told you I'm going to do this every week. We're going to stay consistent. I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. I'm going to come on here with the hot takes. I'm going to pop my ish. Y'all pop y'all ish. We're gonna battle with facts, and we're going to do the damn thing. I told y'all I got something to say. Next week, I will not be having all the costs from my co-host, correct? Say yes. Yes. Say yes a little louder.
Yes.
There go one of my co-hosts / producers. Hopefully next week they be somewhere where they're not going crazy in the background, but it is what it is. I think that's all the announcements we got, and I will see y'all next week. Hopefully the Lakers can go ahead and close it out. And if LeBron wins this series, what does this mean for his legacy? What does this mean for Kevin Durant? Is SGA favorite, or is it skill that he can get all those calls? We'll talk about it next week. I am Big I, Mr. 2Gs. I got something to say. You know, this is the business. This is Live in the Huddle podcast. Stay tuned for next week for episode 8.